All right, let's get the full thing here. You guys ready for this? We'll start with the walk up. All right, I'm gonna give you guys my full thought process. Here's a bracket. We got basically I beat Franco. At that point, I realized I made it to the world or the finals. But here's the thing about the finals for this tournament, guys. It's an $80,000 prize pool. The winner won $50,000, and the second place person won $20,000. There's $30,000 difference. So that was kind of insane. All right, so this is a stage. It was really cool. If you guys don't know, this is in China. World Cyber Games. We got the walk up. We got the shake of hands. Bro, at this point, I'm like freaking out, okay? But like, I'm trying to stay calm. Trainer Luis, shout out to him. He gave me a pep talk before this match. I practiced a couple games before this match. I lost every single one in the practice because I was so nervous. But then Trainer Luis gave me a pep talk and I went up there. Trainer Dippets, also known as George, was my analyst. He gave me a plan for like the decks I'm going to use and stuff. We made a plan. It's a best of 5 for basically a $30,000 difference, which is insane. 1 second, boys. Before we go into the rest of the video, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. Every gate game has some serious challenges waiting near the end, something that you can really dig your teeth into if you want to master it. In Raid Shadow Legends, that end game is the Doom Tower. This huge tower is basically a giant prison. The Arbiter fought a group of very powerful enemies thousands of years ago. She didn't know how to defeat them, so instead, she figured out a way to lock them inside the Doom Tower. To climb to the top, you're going to need an army of champions. A couple of bosses need specific mechanics to beat them, like the Scarab King. He takes barely any damage unless you reduce his max HP. And if you attack him without a shield buff on, you're not going to have a chance. And this month, Raze just released a giant new feature. It's called Awakening. Awakening your champions lets you choose a powerful blessing that can transform how they perform in battle. But wait, here's the big news. The whole Raid community has been waiting for this for a long time, and the ultimate Death Knight is everything we hoped for. The best part is, everyone can get him for free. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and October 27th, and you'll add the Ultimate Death King to your collection. You can also use the promo code DKRISES for a bunch of free items to instantly level up your new strongest champion all the way to level 50. Promo code is available for both new and existing players. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click the link in the description or use my QR code and you'll get some extra bonuses worth up to $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Ana, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you in the game. Okay, yeah, Royal Giant. I did Royal Giant Mega Man the bridge. E-Drag stayed alive. This was like already so good for me. The Rascals got destroyed by that and I just tornadoed for even more damage. Jesus Christ, bro. So at this point, like, I'm like in a really good spot, right? Because it's a best of 5. Whoever wins the first game can basically like kind of ride the momentum. So I was like feeling pretty confident at this point. That E-Drag just got so much value. It's infinite value there. Why do they have to stand this year in World Finals? I don't know. When he pulled the cannon card out to sign his tombstone, I was not super happy. E-Drag has to drop to kind of take this out, and he goes Graveyard Ops lane. So I think I thought he had Balloon. So I was like pretty scared when he did this, but I did my best. We got the Ice Wiz Mega Minion just to help take out that tank, and then Barbaro cleaned up quite nicely. I went for the RG to pressure since I just had a defense. I feel like the biggest mistake he's making is he's not playing his Goblin Cage like on top of my Royal Giant, so the Goblin Brawl doesn't spawn on top. And I was not expecting this Graveyard though, but once again, just like kind of Barbaro clutches up here. I mean, at this point, I'm just like 2 fireballs away. I'm pretty sure back then, Tornado didn't do any damage. So I actually go for another RG here. And I Tornado the Cannon Cart Ops lane, which is super risky. You can definitely see the nerves starting to come through, but I call it a good game. RG clutches. So I won the first game, right? It's a best of 5. So I just need to win 2 more games. That's my mom. She was way more nervous than even I was. She told me that she went like into the bathroom because she thought she was gonna throw up. I wish Rich and Andrew cast this match. Like they're like good at like hyping it up, but they definitely like game knowledge, don't really know what they're talking about. This is my coach slash analyst, Trainer Dippets, George. That's one of the biggest thing that separated me between the other players, is I had someone that helped me pick decks. Definitely one of the main reasons I won this tournament. All right, so next game, right? We start with small spells. I really want to win this game because like then it's vibes, right? But he goes for the mortar. I hate mortar. So I use roll giant again. I decided to repeat decks. That's another thing about like back in the day, boys. You could repeat decks. Icewood doesn't have a spawn nova, so I played it farther back. It just used to shoot. I go Mega Minion here, and I go for a Barbell. This is like super aggressive from me, I think. We do get a lot of RG shots though. Barbell just wasn't necessary though, I don't think. I don't know. But yeah, repeating decks here was like not the play. And then he pulled the Hog, right? At this point, I was so confused. Because my dude is using Hog Rider Mortar. That Fireball was sick though. Huge Fireball value there. Oh. A sick Fireball there from Juicy J.
You have to beat me at my own game, at my best deck, the one that he has been playing throughout this tournament and having a ton of success.
I thought Sparky was what I was playing throughout this tournament. They're changing up, bro. Like I said, I don't know how prepped these casters were. I said this back at the same one he goes for the mortar. Super annoying, so I go for an RG. Oh, so what I've been trying to say is there's no duels formatting back then, boys. So like you could literally repeat decks, you could repeat cards, no problem. So I just repeat. And I'm feeling great right now. I don't know where. I won't spoil anything, I guess. Mortar, Barbell, Tombstone low. It's super weird that I was using Tombstone back then. Tombstone back then was not good. Look, it only spawns one skeleton. I think it's like the Hog Rider plus Mortar combo that really just screwed me up during this match. Yeah, this right here. Holy crap, he got so much damage here. And I had Tornado and Cycle, but I just didn't do it because I thought I could kind of push off of it, but the snow will come through and the Hog got so much damage. And then his defense is so solid because he literally has like Mortar. And I tried like Tornado on offense here, right? But these bats on the back end just clean up my E-Drag. My RG doesn't even get a single shot. At this point, I'm like, why did I not get damage? I literally took so much damage on defense so that I could try to like break through with this Tornado. And then the Hog gets another shot. Look at my face, bro. I'm like, at this point, I know I'm going to lose this game probably. I take a deep breath. I'm going to try my best, but FM's just like protecting his Musketeer so well there. And then I pushed the Musketeer backwards instead of forward. So the Musketeer stays alive here, which is mad annoying. It makes it so I have to use my Tornado like this to kill the Musketeer. But the Ice Wiz is not slowing the Hog down. The Snowball comes down and the Hog gets another hit. Bro, these Hog hits were so frustrating. Like looking back on this game, I definitely could have won if I just played just solid defense. Like just don't take damage, you know? But I just like, I choked so many like Hog hits. And then the Earthquake for the Tombstone was just so rough as well. Dude, you guys see how long the Tornado used to last back then? It was like such a, it used to last like so long. Yeah, it holds so long. It was so OP back then. At this point, I know the game's over. He's like 2 Earthquakes, 2 logs right now. So I just Desperation RG Bridge. Or just 1 Earthquake, one EQ, 1 Snowball. How important was this to you? I mean, bro, I was 17 years old. If I win this best of 5, I win $50,000. Like that was a lot of money for me back then. I mean, still is now. I mean, that's a lot of money. It's also, it was like, I feel like it was back then. It wasn't even about the money for me either. It was more like I wanted to win because if I knew I won this, I would get back into the Clash Royale League for season 2, which is also was very important to me. I don't know. There's a lot riding on this best of 5 for sure. Like, I would not be here. I would not be here if it wasn't for this, you know? I would not be here. Like, creating content, like, all this stuff. If I didn't win this, you know, who knows what would have happened. So, once again, I don't really remember what decks I was using. Lava. I used Lava Hound second game. I was, like, really happy with the start here because, like, I got a nice elixir advantage. But then I saw the Inferno Dragon. You can see my face, bro. I'm like, Inferno Dragon? Really? I'm not sure what I have for it. I'm probably... Why am I using Barbro and Lava Hound deck? I'm such a psycho for that. I just go for the miner to tank, and I go for the... Oh, okay, poison. That's a pretty valuable poison. Bandit drops to catch this baby. But I go guards here. Baby Dragon got so much damage there. It's a really good start here again. These commentators have nothing on how you commentate. Thanks, bro. So I ignore the miner, obviously, because I realized I'm down some of the elixir. That was pretty aggressive. He just zaps the tower. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to lava him back again. No, okay. I wasn't like that. I was like, before I lava, I want to set up a cage to bank some elixir. But now I'm probably going to lava. Yeah. Lava while the cage is up. So he goes Mega Knight opposite lane. Pretty sure this cage... Is this cage die here? Yeah, the cage... This is why you cage before you lava. Cage used to, like, stay on the board so long. Such a good defense. And I go Baby Dragon behind. I'm, like, saving up for the miner right now. He poisons on defense. This E-Wiz is annoying. I don't know if I poison it. I do poison it. Inferno Drag dies, though. Baby Dragon's getting so much damage again, though. So I'm just chipping away. Once again, like, especially, like, my opponent, his win condition is minor. Like, I've won this game. I just need to, like, clutch up, basically, and have good defense. So I just go for the cage here. Play the cage up one tile so the Mega Knight can't... So the Mega Knight can't, like, jump after the actual cage itself dies. Miner is chipping away. At this point, I go for my own miner chip here. Like, at this point with this Lava Hound deck, you can just kind of switch to just miner poison chip instead of actually going for the Lava Hound. I think I'm just cycle to another miner poison. This game's over. Oh, another thing back in the day, boys, is there was no tiebreaker back then. So, like, if the game ended in a tie, it would just be a tie, and you have to, like, rematch. So there's no tiebreakers in these games. I think I'm pointing at my mom, maybe, or maybe some fan in the crowd. So I won the second game, right? So now we're 2-1. We're back in the good spot. I just need to win one more game to be the World Cyber Games world champ, you know? George comes over, helps me with the deck. I'm like, what are you thinking? I kind of want to use this deck. George's like, you gotta use this deck. No. And I'm like, are you sure about that? Because the thing is, like, I wasn't, like, super comfortable with, like, all the decks in the game, you know? So there's, like, certain decks, like that Royal Giant deck that I lost with just a minute ago, that I don't know, man. I just wasn't super comfortable with. Made a lot of mistakes. So I don't remember what deck I chose for this next match, but I remember not liking the deck pick. Oh, look. So I don't know if you guys saw in the crowd there, Andrew Guy and Rich Slayton were just walking up. They were going to sit by my mom. FM, bro, it's so interesting. FM always starts a game. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I always waited for my opponent to play something, and then he always starts a game with, like, something. Mega Minion was in so many decks back then. I go for a Goblin Hunt. Am I using Graveyard? Why am I using Goblin Hunt, dude? Oh, I remember this game, bro. Oh, this is such a... Oh, no, I don't want to talk about it, chat. Oh, God. Oh, this game is bad, chat. Okay. So he's using Giant Double Prince, right? I go for this Furnace, right? Because I thought... you see me shake my head? I knew I lost. I wanted the Furnace to, like, hit the minions, but it didn't. The Dark Prince killed everything. I immediately lost again. Crazy, right? Like, I did not want to play this deck. This HUD deck. I remember not wanting to play it. It's not even that bad of a matchup either, and I just literally threw it with that, like, worst Furnace ever. All right, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because the game's already over. I tried to come back, but just not possible. Another Royal Giant deck. Oh, I remember. Double Hut Royal Giant was like a fad. It was like meta back then, dude. That's wild. So now imagine my mindset, chat. Imagine my mindset. There is literally $50,000. Whoever wins is $50,000. Whoever loses is 20 grand. It's a $30,000 difference. It is 2-2 in the best of 5. It's literally a best of 1 for 30 grand and the world championship title. George comes back. Literally the worst performance ever as well in that last game. Like, I was literally shocked, bro. But I didn't even, like, think about it too much. I was just like, this is literally what I did. This is literally what I did, bro. I was like, I'm going to play my best deck in this next game. I told myself I told George I'm gonna play my best deck. I don't care about the matchup. I'm just gonna be like, dude, look at my freaking face. I'm just gonna play my best deck and whatever happens, happens. So I just started taking deep breaths, bro. 4-7-8 breathing technique. You know, gotta calm yourself down. Was he looking at me, bro? Imagine you look over and your opponent's just going. Oh. I mean, he looks pretty nervous too. Making it close for content even back then? Exactly. Would you beat your 17-year-old self? I think so. I think I'm a lot better than I was back then. Now. Alright, so like I said, best of 1, 30 grand. He starts with the bar barrel once again. I bar barrel his bar barrel. At this point, you know, this is how you know I'm locked, bro. Forcing out the Ice Spear with my bar barrel. I leak Elixir, wait for his next play. If you guys don't know, my best deck back then was Golem. Golem, E-Drag, no big spell. I Baby Drag same lane as the Mega Minion. It gets taken out. He goes for an Ice Wiz. I'm leaking Elixir again. I go Cannon Card in the back towards the Ice Wiz, though. Dude, look how speedy the Cannon Card was. I just go Mega Minion here, just clean everything up. I go again, just kind of leaking Elixir. I go for E-Drag in the back though. F1 goes Mega Minion back. So literally, I have Golem. I'm just waiting to double Elixir to do anything right now. Completely waiting for double Elixir or my opponent to like make a mistake. I go for a Barbell here. Use the Barbarian, kind of distract that Mega Minion for a second. But it was a little bit late. I kind of grimaced a bit there. Definitely could have been a better Barbell. I think at this point I'm back to Cannon Card for this. Yes, we get the Cannon Card down for the Dark Prince. Okay, now this was the moment, bro, that I knew. He goes for his lightning, right? I'm up 2 Elixir. I ignore the Ice Wiz and I just drop the Golem in the back. The double Elixir is coming in. 10 seconds to double Elixir as well. So I go for the Golem in the back and I'm fully prepared to defend. He goes RG opposite lane and Mega Minion. I was pretty scared at this point. I was like, I'm just going to try my best to defend this. We go for a low Lumberjack. The Barbarian Barrel isn't able to hit it. My Bar Barrel is so clutch here. Hit the Ice Spirit as well. And at this point, I survive with like over half, like basically half my tower. And I got a full goal on the map. And I just go. I send it. I go for Baby Dragon. We go for the Cannon Card to DPS. He goes for a Mega Minion. We go for my Mega Minion for his Mega Minion. He tornadoes everything together. I thought my push was kind of fizzling out, but then he misplaces Ice Spirit right there. The Ice Spirit doesn't jump, so that the cannon cart locked onto the tower. I go for the bar barrel. Lumberjack is still alive. I go for a second baby dragon. And at this point, I'm like, bro, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep placing cards. He goes RPG Absoline. FM calls a good game. And the King Tower drops. Look at my face, dude. I'm so happy. There's my mom. There's Andrew Guy on the left. He was hyped AF. George gave me a hug. So this was the happiest moment of my life. I would, dude, like literally, if someone told me that like I'll pay you $10,000 to stop smiling, like I literally would not be able to stop smiling. And then the producers were like telling me like wave the flag around and stuff. George was trying to tell my mom to come onto the stage, and then I was like, yeah. And then there's my mom. She comes on stage. And then I get so much crap for this, but I'm pretty sure like George accidentally lets like the American flag like hit the ground here, but I was not even worried about it. At this point, I just want to give a quick huge shout out to FMGG. At this point, I was just like mid celebration. I was on cloud 9, happiest moment of my life, literally can't stop smiling, like everything's crazy, and FM's just waiting for me to like find a moment to like shake hands, and he's smiling. My dude is the best. I've never ever in my life won anything and had someone with a like a better sport, you know, like such a good sport, dude.
Having that kind of decision making on the fly, I mean, this is your champion. Yeah,
like he's smiling. He lost and he's smiling. I don't understand. Like such a good sport, bro. I mean, he did win $20,000, but like I don't know. So there, George drops the American flag because he's trying to help me open this. It's chalked. Don't worry, I'm sure they burned the flag after that. That's what you're supposed to do if you accidentally let it hit the ground. How much did you win? I won $50,000. So this is Franco. This is the guy I beat to get to the finals, and he got fourth. He didn't get any of the money. It was really unfortunate, because if he would have won third place and got the $10,000, that would have been good, because like that's a lot of money for I think he lives in Venezuela. Does he live in Venezuela? I mean, he lives in the Americas. I forget. It might be Venezuela. But wherever he lives, it would have been like a lot of money if he won it. This is the other thing I got. It's like this hog rider trophy that I always have behind me. There's like 40 of them made. That's the story, boys. I was the youngest person to ever win a gold medal at the World Cyber Games. And I was also the only person from the United States to win a gold medal in 2019. Oh, is this it? Oh, this is it. Hey, it's me, Mario. So I actually knelt down here so because I was trying to make it easier for him to put it on my head, and the whole crowd went like this. They went like, oh, because if you like kneel down in China, it's like a sign of respect. And I shook that guy's hand. So it was like pretty cool experience. A lot of people in the crowd. So someone asked me how much, like what I did with the money. Basically I donated like a percentage of it to charity, to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for like children's cancer research. And I bought like my stream setup, which was a decent amount, but all the rest of it I just invested. Yeah, this is the one. All of the rest of the money I just invested it because I'm a nerd for compound interest, you know. But yeah, that's the story, boys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like and sub. Click that join button if you want to get on my friends list. Comment down below if you have any more ideas for content like this, and I'll see you next one. Stay juicy. Peace.